taking apart what you said, and it's something like, obviously being from New York, growing up in Brooklyn, like the whole fight or flight thing is real. Like either
Hmm.
you scrapping or you're running. It's either one or the other, right? So growing up in
Right.
that environment and understanding that eventually you stop running and you start turning around, you start fighting back, and for you to be kind of overseas and you're saying you're going through this debate between picking up the remains of innocent people and people that actually committed the crime. My
Hmm.
next question is like, so taking all that, right? And I'm not saying it's baggage. You're taking all this influence from your life growing up and until where you are right now. What is the worst case scenario that you dealt with a client? Now, keep in mind, you've dealt with body parts. You dealt with growing up in the hood. What's the worst case you've dealt with a client?
The worst case really is, it's not the external stuff,
Hmm.
right? It's the internal fights that's the worst, right? When I have clients who, like I said, I'm not a therapist, right? And I always recommend, like, if you have mental illnesses, you should go see a therapist, right? I'm not board certified or anything like that, but I always say, like, you can tell when someone is struggling with that internal battle, right? I've had clients who had like trauma. They were like, you know, sexually assaulted or anything like that that's taken place in their lives, and it has really, really wrecked their lives up until they came to me and said, you know what, I can't do this anymore, right? I'm ready to just end it. I'm ready to end it all because I'm just destroying myself. Like, I can't have a relationship. I can't, whatever is going on, right? They can't have any success in their lives for a prolonged period because they self-sabotage. Because at some point you start feeling like you're undeserving of everything good in your life. And what happens when that occurs is now you start doing things in order to confirm that, right? You confirm your beliefs. That's why they say your thoughts become things, right? Because you have a confirmation bias. You're going to start doing all these things. And that's the worst case I've seen. The worst case I've seen was someone who had, beautiful things taking place in their life, but they lost it all because they never addressed the trauma that took place when they were younger.